50 is not actually a 50.
Well, I don't think it is.
Well, I've measured it. I have actually been out there with a tape measure.
You have?
And yeah, I have.
It's in your spare time.
Give us a spell, Brian.
And it was 50. I thought the same as you. Not tonight. I haven't done it in the last few years.
They redraw the line.
Okay, they might have moved it in a bit.
Well, explain why years ago the 50 used to run into centre half forward.
Well, there's been renovations here and they've found a couple of metres at each end. There's McGlynn. Buddy winds up on the left. Hanbury underneath. Stringer. So Sydney second on the ladder. Geelong plummet in the percentage area of the game as well. And next week the Cats will be playing at Etihad against the Blues. Then they've got St Kilda, Gold Coast and Essendon. And for the Sydney Swans, they have Gold Coast at Metricon next week, Port, Richmond and GWS. So their run of 6 wins may well end up at about 10. Jeddah, Goods. 105 points. Or 6 it is, in fact. So they are now... Richo,
the darts there for him.
106. That's a bit of dart stuff.
Yes. Well, we need one more goal, and it's their biggest win ever against the Cats, the Swans.
What'd you say? 110 it was.
109 it was.
109. Some records being broken here tonight. Buddy Franklin kicked goal number 6 in game 191.
I've got another record for you, BT. This is the most disposals Sydney have ever had in a game of AFL football. 448, their previous record 442. There's old
whack.
Georgie, isn't it?
Boy, Georgie, I hope he just takes it easy after this one.
Sorry, Ken it is, yeah.
Ken, is it?
Yeah, I called him George.
Well, it's just the...
He gets in the circle, doesn't he, Ken? And
Next time, that's it, mate.
It's time to just sort of...
You can't move Kenny.
No, he gets the song going, Kenny.
No, come on.
He's a legend up
You
here.
can't wind Kenny up.
He's a legend up here, Brian.
Boys, he used to sit behind the goals in the cheer squad, and the boys used to run through with goals from very close proximity and try and line him up.
Plugger tried to put a torpedo through.
Absolutely it is. He used to sit behind the goals and everyone would ping balls at him.
You would have done that, would you?
I wouldn't. I thought it was disgraceful behaviour.
Kenny would have been winding up the opposition full forward.
Oh, he was.
Yeah,
he was the yapper of all yappers.
Just get under your skin, Brian.
Big Tommy got driven into the ground there by Derricks. Kelly over the top. So 105 points here. Geelong fighting. I'm sure they don't realise that the records are tumbling here.
In the back. It's in the back. You just end up in his back, mate.
Cunningham with the free.
Play on.
2.5 minutes remain. And both teams have really come to a standstill here. As Grundy finds some run on the legs to get forward of the footy. And that's about all there was. Does this do anything mentally, Darce, to the Cats? Or is it just that aberration?
I don't think so. I think there's enough great players out here who understand the game well enough that, you know, they left out 2 really important players tonight. I don't think it'll leave any scarring at all with their record. They've got arguably the best record of any team ever, Geelong.
Selwood going for home and he's got it on line. So back under 100.
So Joel Selwood, on a night where we really haven't spoken about him a lot, he still has 29 possessions, 6 tackles, kicks a goal. 14 of those contested possessions. So he knows no other way, Joel Selwood. But they have looked tired, Richo, tonight. They've all looked like they haven't had that real zing about them.
I've got no doubt they're a little bit tired after 2 6-day breaks, and the Swans are pretty fresh.
So just seeing whether this is touch, but I'm sure it'll make a lot of difference.
They're the hard ones to overrule, BT, aren't they, the touched ones?
Yep.
Is this an official score
yes,
review?
Is it really? Yep, absolutely. Official review, and it's going to be pretty hard to determine from there.
It's too blurry to see whether a finger's gone back.
Okay, here's a super slow-mo.
Review complete.
Oh, it got the finger.
Touch behind.
Yes.
So they've called it back.
Got the finger. So that must have meant that the umpires on the ground didn't call for it, but the umpires in the box did call for it.
Another goal.
Because otherwise he would have been back down with the goal umpire.
Wait, Nick, wait until I say so.
So they can call them from the box, can they?
Well, obviously they can. It's an interesting question because I didn't think they could either. But
Okay,
I think
Nick.
I've seen it happen once before
You can bring it in now.
when the ball was back in the middle and they made them go to a official review. So that puts it back out to 104 points, and the Sydney fans are loving that. And here's Reid. Looking for Tippett on the lead. He was leading more to the centre of the ground there.
still not sure I like that. I think that's probably the right decision, but it opens this whole. In a grand final, so much then is on our cameraman, who do a brilliant job, by the way, brilliant pickup to be able to go and zoom in on that. But to me, there's still that element of, you know what, if it was flicked and the umpire didn't see it.
But imagine if the replay was played after the grand final had been run and won and you realised it was touched.
Well, I think you live with that. I think you can't live with one that's banged into the post 3/4 of the way up. But now going back, going to a contest 60 metres away from the goal and saying, you know what, a fingernail was caught on it.
But surely...
What do we do on grand final today? Spend a minute and a half going back, trawling through tape 6 times.
But surely in the end, the reason we've got that is to get the right decision.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I'm not sure our game's set up for it, you know.
Was it officially called from the box, or did the umpire on the ground?
And that is a very good question, Richard. I didn't know, and I may be naive, that the guy reviewing it up here has the right to call. We'll find that out after the game
It's no genuine intention.
and let you know.
Got to show something, just.
Melcheski.
I just had a tweet from a gentleman who said you should get a haircut like Nick Melcheski, BT. You'd look amazing with it.
I would, Richo.
I would like to see that.
I walked around the streets of Sydney today
Tom Derrick's on it.
and I would not have looked out of place. That is for sure. Well, siren about to sound here in a monumental victory for the Sydney Swans. What a way to finish. What a way to finish. Oh, we're going to have a score review.
Siren. I believe it's a goal. Let's not check that it's not touched. Okay. Score review. Umpire's call, it's a goal. Please check if it was touched on the line.
So if it's a goal, Richo, it'll be their greatest
Margin ever
against Geelong.
It'll be 110. The record was 109.
Well, they're not going to be able to overrule that, so we can...
It'll be the greatest margin ever against the Cats.
Review complete. Umpire's call.
Umpire's call. All clear, mate.
It's a goal.